we will be discussing an introduction to our subject matter in Cfas this second semester. And in any relationship, it's so important for us to uh, know each other. So we'll have our new beginnings, no? And to level the relationship, we have to look into the expectations versus reality. That's why I have requested you to do a write up uh, for your expectation on this class. Kasi syempre, iba nagagawa nung alam mo kung ano ang gusto ng iyong karelasyon. Diba? For us to have a benchmark. It's important for us to have a benchmark, no? A basis. No? Now, to make things simpler for us in this subject matter, what would be the approach that we'll be using? It would be the 5 W's, so it would be easy to remember because we have 5 fingers, no? And 5 letters. This would be TIPOS. And what do we mean by 5 W's? Okay? 5 W's would be looking at, siyempre importante yung alam nyo ang who. Okay? So, ano ibig sabihin ng who? Sino? Sino ang makakarelasyon natin dito? Sino nga ba? Tingnan natin sino maging relasyon. And we also have to know the what. Okay? And when we say what, it would be looking at who would be, or not who, but um, what are we going to discuss, diba? What would be our topics, no? Ano ang ating mga gagawin? So importante 'yun, no? Yung alam natin yung ano, no? Yung what. And how about the why? Okay, how about the why? Why we have to look at why, okay, di ba? Um, alam nyo kasi dapat ang rason ba't ka nakikipagrelasyon no? And gano'n din yun in our subject matter, but nga ba kailangan mo tong i-take? Lahat tayo nangangarap na maging progresibo, di ba? So, your why would look at the relationship with uh, the certification, the international certification, if you would like to be a CMA or Certified Management Accountant, or if you would like to be a CPA. And when are we going to apply the concepts, the assumptions, the principle? Likewise, kailan ba ako dapat makipagrelasyon? No? At saan ko ito gagawin? Lahat yan would talk about appropriateness, di ba? Sino ang dapat kong karelasyon? Ano ang dapat namin gawin ng aking karelasyon, no? Bakit ko to ginagawa? Kailan ko ba to gagawin? At saan ito dapat gawin? Ha? Okay. And since ang karelasyon natin dito ay accounting, tipo mo ba yung accounting? O matitipos ka sa accounting? Diba? Di ba sa Pilipinas kasi pag ginapin yung salitang tipos, naku di ba, di naman siya positive connotation. Yun. But, syempre, we have to be positive in our thinking. So, isipin na lang natin na, makakaganda naman ito sa akin, no? So, kailangan kong matipuhan ng accounting nang hindi ako matipos. Okay? And ano ba ibig sabihin nito? Well, T would stand for tools. Okay? And I would stand for input. Okay? Naku, nakikita niyo ba yung sinusulat ko? And P would stand for process. And of course, alam niyo na yung O. That would be output. Okay? And S would look at storage in the form of documentation. Okay? So, documentation. Okay? Tanggalin nyo na yan. Okay. So, that would be your TIPOS, which we're going to apply in our subject matter. And other approach would be, in addition to 5 Ws and ano pa yung una natin? 5 Ws and your TIPOS. Okay? We have the 5 steps rule. If you notice, we always use 5 in our subject matter so that it will be easier for us to remember. Kasi tingnan nyo lang yung kamay nyo, 5 nga ang fingers. And what is 5 steps rule in our subject? Later, I'll give it the meaning of the 5 steps rule. But we'll divide the 5 into 3, no? But the code there would be 3/8. So, ano na yung 5? Naku, may tenga, may kamay. Tingnan nyo yung class, the icon, no? So, kailan ba ginagamit ang ear? To listen. So, we'll try our best to listen to the audio and video presentation, no, of our class, considering that we are now in an asynchronous mode and sometimes we'll have the online mode. Then, of course, we have to find some time to rest and stop. Why? Because we have to reflect, review, and assess ourselves. Why again? Because there is a need for us to retool and act on things that are not clear to us in order for us to adapt, no, in the environment, and in this case, the Cfas environment. Why again? Because our target is to retain, no, the foundation, the basics. Do it on a regular basis for me to be able to absorb. And how can I do that? That's why we have here the H, by using our head, our heart, and our hand. And how? Puro H, no? Puro H. How can we use the head? By thinking, no? So, ginagamit natin yan sa pag-iisip by having the passion and counting all the blessings. And in our case, the materials, no? You have to be passionate in learning the material. And how can you do that? By acting on the things that we should do. I know it's a lot, but that's how things are. Sipin nyo na lang, how long do you expect to live? Around 40? Around 50? Or around 60 years? If we look at the life expectancy, it is between 50 to 60, whether it be a male or a female. Ma'am, bakit mo naman sinasabi yung 40 years old or 50 or 60? Because you have to have counting. O, ayan. O, sabi ko nga, count. Diba? So, what are we going to count? We need to count how long will it take us to reap the benefits nung mga pinagpaguran natin. O, sige nga, isipin nyo, gaano katagal ba kayo nag-aaral? Aba, nag-start ka ng 4 years old, sabihin mo na, o 5 years old, iba nga 3 years old pa eh, diba? O tas, gagraduate ka, sabihin mo na lang, mga 23 o 24, o conservative na yan. O isipin na lang natin, 24 years, you will involve yourself in learning. O sige, 40 minus 24, ilan yan, class? Ang hirap naman. You have 16. Diba? O, paano pa pag 50? O, do you add 10? So, that would be 26. You add 10 again. So, that would be 36. Okay? Ma'am, ano ba yung 16 na yan? Ano ba yung 24 na yan? Ano nga ba? These are the figures that you are going to benefit. No? Itong 16, itong 26. Yan, class, yung mga figure na magbe-benefit ka. No? Ito mga to. And besides, yung ginawa natin inassume natin na 24 years ka talaga nagsunog ng kilay. Naku naman, nung elementary naman kayo, 'di ba? Siyempre, hindi naman yeah, you are serious but you still play, 'di ba? Pag elementary. High school, there also some play, but you are getting more serious. How much more if you're in college? 'Di ba? You have to create opportunities for yourself. And that would be around 4 years, di ba? Tapos nung high school ka, you have around 6 years. Technically, sabihin mo na lang, ito yung sobrang seryoso ka. No? Aba, makikinabang ka, klaso, dito, pag tinawag ka na ni Papa God at 40 years old. And, 16, di ba? O, tapos, 26. O, mas mahaba yung panahon na makikinabang kayo, class. Sa mga pagtutuon nyo ng pansin sa mga sakripisyo nyo. Okay? So, let's go to the 5 W's. Who are your partner here? Well, in school, your partner will be your professor. And that would be me in this class. Okay? And, of course, you. Diba? Importante yan. It takes two to tango in any relationship. Kung wala kayo, wala din naman ako diba? And we really have to get to know each other. And how can we get to know each other considering we are now in a work from home arrangement with our work? You are at your home as well. Well, that's why I've requested you to have this activity, no? Citing your talents since you were young up to now. What are your hobbies and interests? Your significant experiences in school, no? Whether it be elementary or or high school, no, or college, no. Kumbaga, it's what you had before, no. O LM yan LM, high school, ganun yan yung significant experiences. So, iba na bilugan ko, class. So, yung significant experiences nyo, we'll talk about LM, high school, and college. Okay? And significant learnings, yeah, it's the same, no? We'll look at elementary, your high school, and your college. And of course, ito yung most recent. What are the challenges that you have experienced during the pandemic as a student and in your personal life, no? And what adjustments you made to cope with it and how your life had been transformed, no? Because of the pandemic. I know it's not easy and there are really a lot of challenges now when it comes to our mental health. But you have to remember it's okay not to be okay. Just always remember we're here for you. Okay? Now, what is our course? Our course is, ano nga ba? It is, anong code niya? At saka title. You have 1,200? No? Your code is 1,200. Your title is Cfas, Conceptual Framework in Accounting Standards, diba? Kaya nga siya Cfas. Okay? And ano prerequisite? Wait. We have 3 units. And this 3-unit subject has a lecture, and a laboratory. Okay, we have um, lecture and laboratory, and your lecture is 2 hours, and your laboratory is 3 hours. Now, I would like to focus on the prerequisite. And why prerequisite? Kasi mai-invalidate class tong pag-enroll nyo dito pag hindi pa kayo uh, may grade. Kailangan may grade na kayo sa FAR, no, sa 1,100. So for those who have a no grade or an incomplete grade or a 4 grade in FAR, make sure that you'd be able to complete it, comply with the requirements, so that yung pag-take nyo ng 1,200 will not be invalidated. Masasayang naman yung pagod nyo. Diba? Okay. And how long are we going to take this course? Normally, we started fourth week of January and will end at also the fourth week of May. On the average, that would be around 17 weeks. Although normally the first week would be involved with registration, no? It will be affected by the registration, but and then we also have the Holy Week and the University Week, which would be around 1 week as well. Kaya pag tiningnan mo, that would be around 17 weeks. Okay? So, we'll stop at this point. Ano na take up natin class? We have taken up the who. Okay? Ano na uli? Ano natapos natin? Yung who, no? Ano pa? Partly, we take up why, but we take it up again. Then we have the what. Then we'll discuss what in more detail in our next video. And of course, we're done with the when. No? And where, class, mahirap ba sagutin yung where? De syempre, asynchronous. We do it online, no? And we know that we have to find our time to focus. Okay? So thank you. We'll have our next video for the introduction. Okay? So if you have any question, just don't hesitate. Okay? We'll be doing things accordingly.